Hey up YouTubers, it's Chris over at CMF, and this is like a second follow-up video now to the YZ125 2001. The previous video I went through a few things and it came in last week. Sorry if we've not been posting for a week. I've been busy with the braking side of the company, which I've explained in the other video. I'm going to go and check that one out. It was uploaded just before this one, but no, let's go through this now. So this is the one that came in with the cylinder. I've not got the cylinder with me, but basically it was badly detonated on the top. It wanted plating, and it was near enough beyond repair, so he's gone to take that for an exchange. But just show you how deep that damage is. And someone's had a piston in this because it's got that there a bit chewed up. Right, so he's saying he's found a bit of metal in his oil. Well, that's all probably because this thing's made of basically welding. It's just about been welded up absolutely everywhere. Power valve rod, the inside of the clutch cover, this crank casing's had a chunk of welding here. It's had a bit done on the sump. Not only that, I mean, this basket's been filed way too many times, and I've actually marked off on here the ones that are the worst. If you look, they're not even filed fucking straight. They're not even filed fucking straight. So, I mean, looking at the gearboxes, two of the forks have a slight bit of wear starting on them. I mean, looking in here, going over these gears, and the ends of them, and they're starting to wear over there. Oh, this one's a bit worse. That's chewed up. And you can make that out. It's chewed up. I mean, the inside of that gear, if you look on the edges there, worn. That one's worn. Look at this. This one on the edges, if you look into there, you can see where my finger's pointing to. You can see the wear on the edge. That square cut. I mean, after that, looks pretty good. Those three there. This rack looks fine. This is the drive side mains bearing. Got a bit of a rumble in it when it goes round on my finger. That one is ready for collapsing. That's the one I showed you in the last video, the flywheel moving up and down. Impeller, it's been sanded down way too many times. Again, I can't stress how much these are so important. Sanding these down, they don't make a smaller seal. So no matter how many new seals you buy, it's never going to shrink down to a sanded down impeller, and that has been sanded down and put back in with grease, sanded down, put back in with grease. It's fucked. If you put some calipers on them now, it's thinner here than it is here, and you can see the groove starting in again. It wants one of them, possibly a couple of gears. I mean, I'm going to have to chat with this lad about his price. He wants a comrod. You can have a lot of rattle in that. Plus it's a royal as well. No, I was it before. Well, anyway, wants a new rod in, possibly wants a basket. Them two forks need a quarter looking out. If I can't skim that out, which I don't think I can, it's too deep. It's going to want a cylinder head. Clutch plates would go again, but I'd put a new kit in for the sake of it. Still got the sharp edge on the steels, but power valve gear seems fine. Like I said, the rest of that gearbox seems fine. He had a few oil leaks in places. I mean, the amount of this is not even silicon. I don't even know what it is, but the amount of silicon and shite that's in here is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Other than that, I think a couple of new bearings and some new seals, and the casing's lapped down and what have you, and we should be able to seal all this back up with no issues. But it's definitely due some gears, and a 100% an impeller. That basket wants one of them, if you ask me. I won't put that back in. Wants a comrod, possibly a crank, and stuffers are missing. Hey, so yeah, it's not, I mean, these things can go again, these bits of welding here. It's not going to stop the bike running, but it's had a few explosions this in its time, and it's because of people filing shit down like this. And then next thing, things snap off. Like I was looking around it before, and there's something snapped off it somewhere. And next thing, one of these prongs snaps off, and it blows your clutch case out. So filing these, it's not the way forward, really, is it? Putting cheap comrades in, I mean, that's ready for, he wants a new one, simple as. I would not put that crank back in like that. I found these bits of chewed up drive gear seals on the inside of there, which You know what I mean? They're not meant. They're obviously too big, and they've been squeezed in to try and stop the oil. It's obviously had an oil leak burning into the crank. It's just guys bodging these things up all the time, and then obviously the customers who are sending them in places, because he's told me a few bit about this engine. Customers are sending these in these places, and these places are missing half of this crap what's in here. This has been somewhere else, I believe, before me. I don't know where, but the customer said it had been in for a piston. It's been in for loads of problems. Can't figure out the problem. He's brought it straight to me. I took the cylinder head off, and like I said, the barrel, the top of the cylinder is fucking KO'd. It doesn't just need a replay. And people have put pistons back in this cylinder. What he's taking for an exchange. People have actually put pistons back in it. So, you know what I mean? You're looking over these engines, you're giving it customers back and billing them and saying it's fixed, and it's not. And they've had enough of going here, there, and everywhere. He's been to a couple of places. I mean, what the fuck's all this silicate shit? Fuck me. But no, for me, wherever this has been, you miss that on the barrel. Wanted a bottom end rebuild, really. Definitely wanted a bottom end rebuild. Places are putting clutch plates in, and a couple of new seals here and a new piston, and it's just not fixing it, is it? It realistically wants quite a bit of fucking work, to be fair. So just giving the customer, I mean, these obviously with us now, these are just proof of work, proof to the customer of what we're finding, obviously showing people what we're feeling, what we're looking at, what we're checking. So I mean, if you're into engine rebuilds and you're not really used to them or whatever, maybe have a look through some of my videos. Some of them are longer than others. The assessment videos are probably the better ones to go for, because obviously I show you what I wouldn't put back in, like that. They definitely will not be going back in. They probably won't be going back in. All these seals will be pulling back. That definitely won't be going back in. It wants gears. It possibly wants 2 forks. I won't put that back in. Stop sanding impellers down. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It needs an impeller. Buy one. If it's 100 quid, so fucking what? So fucking what? You'd spend 100 quid on a weekend out on shite. This is your fucking pride and joy, your bike. Can hell, they're like 60, 70 quid, some of them, and 75 quid and 85 quid. Put one in. You can't sand this shit down and put grease on it. It doesn't work. I'm sorry, it does not work. Same with filing these baskets down now. You know what I mean? You're not even meant to file them once, and these things are being filed 5 and 6 times in a row. You know what I mean? You're supposed to enjoy your bikes. Look after them. They do all the right stuff and get all the rebuilds done when they need them. They're a better bike. They perform better. They're faster. They don't break as much. So sadly, no, I'm going to be getting hold of the customer and speaking to him and giving him a bit of a price on this one. But if you're into this sort of shit, hit that subscribe button. It's free, it doesn't cost a penny, and it keeps you notified on when I release videos, which usually is every day. And if you don't mind having a look back through the other videos, maybe share some of them around. There's a couple of funny ones on here. Like and share really helps the channel out. And up to now, thank you to everybody who's subscribed. You guys are the best. Thanks for watching.